Kim Coates, Theo Rossi, Tiggs, Juice from Sons of Anarchy, Chicago Motor Show and Swap Meet happening the 16th through the 18th. They're going to be there on the 17th. What's up, guys? How are you?
What is going down in Chi-Town? What is happening?
It's, look, man, this is Chi-Town. What do you mean? You know what goes down here. You boys both have been here. You were lad. You know.
Tim, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do we have to start saying formally of Sons of Anarchy? At what point do we start?
See, no. You're not going to do that. Because can I tell you why? Can I tell you why, Theo? People still have it in their hearts and dreams that there's going to be something still. Don't ruin their dreams.
I know. Speaking of dreams, speaking of dreams, that's the way Juicy Pants would have to come back
right.
in a dream.
I would have to come back in a dream. Hey,
I'm all for that.
You don't. People haven't seen it. No. What do they call them? No spoilers here, right?
I mean, look. That's what I always. I'm so glad I got you guys both on the phone because you guys seem to be like the most awesome guys and good friends to hang out with and deal with all these weird Sons of Anarchy fans.
we love. Let me tell you something. We have truly a lot of people say it. Him and I will attest to this. We have the best fans on the planet. I know a lot of these other, kind of TV shows say that, and they're like, oh yeah, but we're literally with the fans all the time because when you leave the house, they seem to be there, and they're like the greatest. They're the greatest fans.
Look, you guys, it's not easy to do what you guys do and then have to like go on the streets and then deal with that all the time. It's like it's one of those. It's one of those guys when you guys weren't. When you guys weren't working, you're like, man, I wish I worked. Then this huge series comes, and you're like, holy shit! It's like, be careful what I wished for. You know,
it's kind of true, but I'm so good looking, Tim, that for me to make sure that I'm as good looking as I can be with my hair and everything, it's very hard for me to get up in the morning. Where Theo, being born as pretty as he is and no hair, it's a lot easier for him.
Theo, all right, Theo. Here's a good question because I'm going to ask you boys both the uncomfortable questions. Theo, after the butt scene with Manson, do the girls come at you more, or do they go, God, I feel so sorry for you, and they want to hug you? What happened after that scene? I felt so bad for you guys. You guys both had the most uncomfortable scenes in all of that show and did such an awesome job at it. But
thank you.
Go ahead, Theo. Go ahead.
I don't know if, listen, the greatest thing about that show is that nothing is absolutely unrealistic.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the truth is prison's a bad place. Right. For anybody.
Right.
Prison's a bad place. Prison's a really bad place for someone like Juan Carlos.
Right.
So anything that, goes down and anything, people have been feeling bad and feeling sorry for Juice in season 4, when he tried to take his own life and all that. So it's just kind of par for the course. It was just the way it was all going down for that character. So I don't know if it's any different than it's been. You know what I mean? Juice has always been a sympathetic character. You know what I mean?
And Kim, seriously, in the breasts of a man and then have to go home to your wife, what did she say to you after you do scenes like that? Or did she even know, and like when she saw the scenes, did she look at you when you got home and went, maybe today we'll skip what we're going to do later?
No, not at all. In fact, there was absolutely nothing that was actually funny about that entire day with Walton Goggins. That was Kurt Sutter's. That was in his head. That was his idea. I think the fans wanted to see Walton one more time this year as Venus Van Dam.
Yeah.
And the stuff that Tig had to get to go to that place of uncomfortability for me as an actor, it was one of the greatest days of filming I've ever had. Goggins and I were 16 hours on that set. We did all the scenes together. When you think about what she did to put those breasts on and the wig and shave her legs, and for me to come to a point where Tig was questioning everything about life and tolerance, and it was awesome because I think this world needs more tolerance, obviously, and that was Kurt's idea, and to give the trust into actors like Theo and me to do things like that. If I wanted to be comfortable as an actor, I'd be doing CSI Saskatoon. You care less about CSI Saskatoon, right?
Yeah.
So for me, go ahead, Theo.
No, I said I was going to credit to what you said, Kim, and I really thought it was the greatest line. Since Kim's like I think he's like 46 years older than me. And let me tell you something. One thing I learned from that was that he said the greatest line ever, and it's the best place you can go as an actor, as an artist in general, is to be as uncomfortable as possible.
Yes.
And And, when you're, Sons of Anarchy, Kurt has done an incredible job with those two characters, because when the way the fans react, the way they feel about those two characters, like Kim just said about, CSI Saskatoon or whatever it is, it's like, nobody is interested in just going through the motions. And let me tell you something. Sons of Anarchy is one of those shows where you just don't. You're coming in every day, and it's going to be a ride. It's going to be a ride, and that's why it's so exciting.
I want to give you guys a little background in my world. I grew up around a lot of those guys and biker guys all my life, and guys that were in MCs. And at the beginning of the show, those guys were a little hesitant about it, but I've talked to a lot of those guys since, and it's all the respect you guys got from actually portraying their lifestyle in the way they wanted it to be. It is reality, and it's very possible that all of it is reality like that. And it brought people to the center of what being a brother and a brotherhood is with you guys, and it gets uncomfortable.
Well, I think
and how great was the expanse of our fans of firemen and cops and servicemen and women and college kids and grandmothers and boyfriends and girls.
It is
unbelievable.
I mean, it really I've never seen a TV show that nobody would have ever thought that living the life of an MC would be so interesting to those people, and now they get it. And I think everybody can understand the brotherhood that you guys go, being police officers, firemen, all that stuff. That's all the same thing, and it comes from the same center. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think you guys prove that.
I do.
Tim, let me tell you something. And this is no joke. You could ask anybody, because it's probably, I'm sure there's pictures on Instagram or whatever. Less than 2 hours ago, I was in Target grabbing my Christmas lights and stuff like that.
Which one? Where were you?
In where I live in New York.
Right.
In less than 10 minutes when I was there, a guy came up to me who was covered in tattoos and had a nose ring and was telling me how much he loved the show. And then an 80-year-old woman who didn't even have a phone was asking me to sign an autograph and telling me how much she loves the show and how much she loved the ending and how amazing the 7 years were. And I asked her, I said, how old? I mean, and I saw two tremendously different sides of the spectrum.
Yes.
And there is not many shows that can claim that.
Yes.
We have every type of fan. And
Yes.
that's why the show has reached so many people in so many countries and so many different things. And that's really a credit to this world. So it isn't just one percenters and farming. It's literally everyone. And that's what we love so much about it, because we get all the different kinds of fans.
Is there, and I know you guys can't really answer this, but you can lean to it. Is there room for like a sequel, prequel, some kind of quill?
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Theo and I have said this for a long time, and that is that I really truly believe that this show was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
This was one of those things that we will be talking about for years and decades maybe as that show. Could there be a prequel? Sure. Of course there could be. Could there be a sequel? Sure. Why not? But I'm telling you, would I watch it? You bet I would. But I'm telling you, this show, Sons of Anarchy, the way it started, the way they started killing people off like Opie and Clay and Tara and blah, 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 the way it ended, people are going to be talking about this forever. So the first thing out of everyone's mouth is, oh, can we do a sequel? Can there be a movie? Sure. And would they be successful? Who knows? This show was lightning in a bottle.
I don't think Kirk can live with himself without it. I think people are just going to drive him nuts until something does happen.
Well,
he's already nuts, so he doesn't need to be more nuts. He's already crazy.
Yeah, he's out of his mind. Anybody who could write what he wrote is out of his mind.
We're coming to Chicago, man.
I know.
And people need to know this if they don't. Theo and I were there last year for the 30th annual.
Yes.
And this is we don't do a lot of these shows, but these kinds of shows to say hello and thank you to the fans. This is it. This will be it.
Here it is. The 17th, right, you guys are going to be here, right? The 17th.
We're pretty excited about it. Pheasant Run, where we were last year. It's probably Chicago's got, we all know this. Chicago's just got amazing fans in general, and they always do it big. So we're super excited to be there.
Well, that's awesome, and I can't wait to meet you guys. And the show actually goes from the 16th to 18th, but you want to be there the 17th, and these guys are there. Chicago Motorcycle Show and Swap Meet. Go ahead.
Exactly. We're only there the one day on that Saturday, and you know how to get tickets and stuff, right?
Yeah. Just go to the website or go to WLUP.com or ChicagoMotorcycleSwap.com.
You got
got it, man. We'll see everybody on the 17th.
All right, you guys, I can't wait. I want to run out there and meet you guys and shake your hands. Maybe throw a shot back or two.
Come say hi, my brother. Come say hi.
Man, it's awesome. You guys have made one of the most enduring, never forgettable shows I've ever seen on TV, and you guys should be proud of what you did because you guys are amazing actors, and hopefully this only leads to bigger and better things if that's even possible.
I can't imagine.
All right, you guys. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Theo. Thanks, you guys, for everything and calling in. We'll see you when you get to town.
You got it.
See you, brother.
All right, bye.